You're actually the first person I've spoken to that has MS as well. And I'm fairly newly diagnosed. Was diagnosed a little over a year ago. So I'm still kind of new to the game. I just would be interested to talk to you, kind of like hear your story.
I had optic neuritis. You lose the eyesight in the left eye completely, shut down. I had more that starts in the head with me and it's working its way down. Yeah. And I heard yours started from the feet and works its way up, so I don't know.
I think so,
yeah. Very strange.
And actually it was funny, I was losing feeling in my left leg, but I could still use my left leg. And in my right leg and right arm, I retained feeling, but I was losing the use of them. I actually have only had one major exacerbation. Yeah.
And it probably didn't help with my marriage, because he didn't think I was sick. He goes, "You don't look sick." First visit, I went to the doctor 20 years ago. He says, "You have 80–90% chance you have MS." And we leave, and my husband goes, "Well, that's that. You don't have it. You're good." I go, "That's not what I heard." Yeah, he said, "Well, that 10%, we're gonna live on that." So he was the opposite. He just, look on the happy side all the time.
Yeah.
I go, "That's really not what he said," but yeah, so. And then the second attack, then he was sort of like, "Wow, this is really bad." And they have to see you have one of these episodes, and then they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first got diagnosed, I went to see the neurologist, and at that point, there were all the alarming things. It was 1993, 94. And they didn't have drugs back then for MS.
Wow.
First, I've lost the vision in the left eye completely, so they saw the spots in the brain when they did the MRI. And then even getting in the MRI was another problem, too. I didn't want to get in because I wanted to have a baby, so I might be pregnant. I'm not going in the box. Yeah. And then the doctor gets on the phone, he goes, "If you don't get in the box, I can't help you." And it turns out he couldn't help me anyway. He just gave me some steroids, which helped calm it down a little bit. And then I saw the neurologist, and he was telling me that, wow, see, when you're sicker, 80–90% chance you have it. There really wasn't anything they could do. And they can't do anything really to stop it when you have one of the attacks. All they can do is the steroids, intravenous. Have you had that yet?
Yeah, I had that. That brought me out of the first one.
That's quite a horrible experience, too. Yeah. So they count the spots. They love to count the spots. And then they go over how many spots you have and how much more sicker you are. And so now I told the doctor I don't want to do anymore because I don't understand why. It takes me 2 days to do it. Now, what do I get out of it? I know there's more spots. One major one, the optic neuritis, when I first got it, 10 years goes by, and then it comes back with a vengeance.
Wow.
But when it came back again, it was, I was driving, I had double vision.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it stayed, 6–8 months.
Oh, wow.
And you start to kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
Because you're in this constant state of too much going on. And your equilibrium is off. And then after that, I'm like, okay, and then time for medicine and not have this ever happen again. Little things happen along the way, but the big ones are bad. Yeah. I'm better about what I eat. I don't go out in the sun. The sun is vicious. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think what always brings mine on is the heat. Every time I've gotten sick, right before I was sick, I was in the sun. You learn to fear the sun. Do not go out in the sun. If it's hot, go in the shade, get something to drink, but do not just go to Palm Springs and have a nice long weekend. I just avoid certain things.